Let's bring in one of them, Indiana-based Prolific, which helps companies with marketing, strategy, and capital. Prolific Chairman and CEO Brad Benbow. Brad joins us now. Great to have you, sir. Thank you very much. Let's get right to it. You're watching this closely, I would imagine. What do you hope to see out of this?
Yeah, first of all, Liz, thanks for having me on today. This is it's a fascinating scenario. So on the one hand, as buyers of Google for 150 clients, it's a staple in the overall media mix in terms of reaching the desired audiences we're looking for. So on one hand, we're hopeful that competition would potentially bring down the rates on behalf of our clients in a more competitive atmosphere. On the other hand, Google is very reliable in terms of delivery and performance. So what you don't really know is whether or not the performance will benefit the discount.
Brad, you've been on the receiving end of Google's tactics, and they're legendary. I mean, we've heard from many companies who say that they are kind of pushed to pay extra to get to the top of the search, et cetera. That's why people are going to ChatGPT now, because when you search for something, you get what is expected to be the most cogent information. So what have you experienced in the past that is sort of from the negative side you just articulated when it comes to Google?
Yeah, so what I would say is that probably the place that we have the greatest anxiety when we're trying to buy and pair up is just especially with clients that have a more conservative bent. Do they get the benefit of the search that just a common middle of the road or less conservative brand would get? Those are things that are unknown, and I don't think there's any doubt that better competition would even those out, and there are enormous benefits in that. Again, the issue is the risk reward based on pricing and delivery in terms of those audiences, because on the other side, Google is high performing.
Okay, I get that, because they are the pros and they're the fastest runners. So part of me says they should be allowed to win. It's just that the tactics, again, are what have come under fire here. And if a court and the Department of Justice has ruled this, there's going to be some remedy. In the end, before we move on to what I really am so interested in hearing about when it comes to AI and how you are embracing all of that, give me a sense of what you think would be a fair remedy.
Yeah, it's a great question. I'm not sure that the remedies within our realm. I think what you're going to see out of people like us that represent great national brands will be like whatever that remedy is. How do we best take advantage of that remedy on behalf of our clients? And it is probably the most exciting part of this, because there're going to be a whole new array of opportunities to take advantage of whatever that remedy might be.
Yeah, that's certainly hopeful. Let's talk about what you do. You mentioned your clients, Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. You represent Nestle, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Bleacher Report. And what you have been able to do for those types of companies is not just market, but help them grow kind of exponentially. I mean, I look at Bleacher Report. You took Bleacher Report from something like, I don't want to say an also-ran, but way at the back of the pack, like number 13 when it came to sports sites, to number 2 behind only ESPN. How did you do it? What is it that you do at Prolific that enables that kind of growth?
Yeah, every one of these representations is comprehensively different, Liz. And what I would say about the days with Bleacher Report is we represented them from the early days, sort of like right out of the garage in California to their entry in New York, and really worked with them all the way up until their sale to Turner. And what I would say is that we categorically differentiated them from the rest of the pack. There were probably 20, 25 various players, some which were really large and pervasive, like Sports Illustrated and Yahoo and others, that were right there with ESPN in terms of the competition. And what I would say is the Bleacher Report's team, especially on the revenue and ad sales side, were just outstanding, and we innovated in ways that had not been done. I mean, when you think back to 2013 and how different the world was, things like takeovers of homepages of these type of sites was an unheard of tactic, yet we executed those on behalf of big brands. They saw the benefit of the bleacher engagement, and it led to incredible things.
Oh, it's great to see you, and I'm sure you're using AI to launch all of this and help these companies grow, correct? Really quick. How are you doing that?
Yeah, there's no doubt that AI is a major staple, sort of not replacing the really great thought that goes into top strategies, but the ability to be more efficient and to move faster, as you just suggested. Those are real things that are benefiting us and our clients every day.
Well, listen, if you guys like what Brad just said, you got to tune in Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Fox Business, Charles Payne is going to broadcast Making Money live from Brad's Prolific Growth Summit in Indianapolis, only on Fox Business. You got to stay tuned for that, and then we'll be following up right after Charles Payne.